What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be going over how I think speedsters such as Zoom and Savitar could return for the Flash Season 8. But of course, before we get started, make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment any other video suggestions for me. So let's start things off with Zoom. Now, my first theory in regards to how Zoom could possibly return on the Flash Season 8 is obviously time travel. You know, whether Barry goes back to Zoom's time or Zoom comes forward to, the present, 2021. So whenever it might take place, time travel is definitely the most likely option here. And the showrunner Eric Wallace did say that he wants to bring Zoom back. He said he really likes Zoom and he wants to bring him back somehow. So I think time travel is one of the more likely options of how he could do so. Now here's another Zoom theory that I think is a lot less likely, but I still think would be amazing to see, and I think this one is actually a much more interesting theory. Now, if you guys remember when Hunter Zolomon was pretending to be Jay Garrick, he told Caitlin that he has a doppelganger on Earth 1 named Hunter Zolomon. So yeah, then Earth 2 Hunter Zolomon, that of course being Zoom, ended up becoming the Black Flash and then eventually being killed by Killer Frost. So Earth 2 Hunter Zolomon is dead. He does not exist anymore. However, after Crisis on Infinite Earths, you'd have to think that Earth 1 Hunter Zolomon is still alive and well. So could he be the new Zoom for whenever they have Zoom return? I think that would be awesome to see. Now, in terms of how original Earth 1 Hunter Zolomon can end up becoming Zoom, they could take an extreme comic book route with this. If they, want to bring Wally West into this, I think that would be even better. Because if you guys don't know, in the comics, Zoom is actually Wally West's arch enemy. He's basically Wally's reverse Flash. So I think if they brought back Wally West for this storyline, I think that would be way better to see. However, it would obviously still work with Barry. Basically, what happens in the comics is Zoom and Hunter Zolomon and Wally West become friends, and then basically Hunter Zolomon gets paralyzed from the waist down, and he wants Wally West to time travel back and stop that event from happening. However, Wally says that he doesn't want to do that because he doesn't want to affect the timeline, all that stuff. So Hunter Zolomon tries to do it himself by using the cosmic treadmill, and that grants him super speed, and he eventually becomes the villain known as Zoom. So I think maybe if they start using the cosmic treadmill for, just time travel next season, I think that would be cool to see. And then, yeah, this whole new Zoom storyline that could possibly end up happening would just be amazing. As I said before, it doesn't have to be Wally. That's this other speedster. It definitely could be Barry, which I think would also work very, very well. But with all that being said, it would still be really cool to see a Wally West versus Hunter Zolomon or Zoom fight. That would just be amazing to see, especially because it would be straight out of the comics. So yeah, comment what you guys think about this crazy Zoom theory. I think Zoom, he's most likely going to return. I think, just time traveling back to see Zoom, or Zoom from 2016, time traveling to Barry's time would definitely, that would probably make more sense. That would probably that's most likely what they're going to do whenever they end up bringing Zoom back. But I think this other Zoom storyline that I just went over would just be a lot more interesting to see. So anyways, now on to how Savitar could end up returning. Now obviously, as I said for Zoom before, time travel is a very likely option of how Savitar could return, whether Savitar comes to Barry's time in 2021, or if Barry goes back in time to 2017 to fight Savitar or whatever. But another thing that I think could happen, on the show, they sort of combined Future Flash and the actual Savitar from the comics. Barry really just fought Future Flash in Season 3. It wasn't really Savitar. They just gave him the name Savitar, because in the comics, Savitar looks completely different, and he is a completely different speedster. He's not as powerful as he is on the show, and, he doesn't look anything like he does in the comics. However, Future Flash looks exactly like Savitar. So what I'm thinking is that they might introduce Future Flash, or like another version of Savitar, maybe from like Stargirl's Earth, another version of Savitar breaches over to Earth Prime. Maybe they're trying to do like a more comic book accurate version of Savitar. I think that'd be pretty interesting to see. So yeah, they could be trying to go for a more comic book accurate version of Savitar. However, I think they could also try and do the Future Flash. Now, the Future Flash is an alternate evil version of Barry, like Savitar, from the future, who is he basically blames himself for the death of Wally West, and that's how he basically goes down the wrong path and turns into a villain. So I think that storyline could definitely happen on the Flash, although they sort of already did that in Season 3. However, I still think it would be pretty cool to see a version of a version of the future Flash, even if it basically was Savitar. So yeah, even with all these interesting theories, the most likely option here is that Zoom and Savitar will just return because of time travel somehow, or maybe like a vision or a memory or something like that. Alright, but anyways, I want to go over a little bit how I think Jesse Quick could end up returning. Now, this is like my only theory for this, and this theory is that Jesse Quick, there's another version of Jesse Quick on Stargirl's Earth, and her father is Johnny Quick, just like in the comics. I think that'd be pretty interesting to see, because Jesse Quick is actually a member of the JSA in the comics, or at least I should say at one point in the comics she's a member of the JSA. So I think that if she were to reappear, I think it'd make most sense if she came from Stargirl's Earth, as obviously that's the, mainly the JSA's Earth. So I think that would make a lot of sense for me, at least. And then, of course, another speedster that we want to see return is, Wally West. Yeah, he's still alive, but it's just a matter of when will he end up reappearing. We really have no idea, but hopefully he ends up appearing again soon. But anyways, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as your thoughts on, how you guys think, Zoom, Savitar, Jesse Quick, Kid Flash, how you guys think they might return sometime in the future of the Flash. Also comment your thoughts below on, some other speedsters that I didn't mention in this video, how you think they could return, or, maybe even some new speedsters that we've never seen, how they could appear for the first time in Season 8. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.